earlier part of the tutorial we saw how to do automatic correlation. We will revise it once again. After that we will see how to do manual correlation using the tool Loadrunner. Let us see in the tool itself. Manual correlation. We will see in the tool itself. So this is the tool, and I am opening one new script. So just to show in quick in less time, give HTTP HTML protocol use, and here I will be giving script name. I am giving the script name as learning 3, and new script is format is getting generated, in which we will record the whole script, and this is our web tour application. What we will be doing is, for we will be clicking on start server to start the server and go to this URL to start the web application. Now this is our learning 3 script. Now we will be clicking on record. Browser will be Google Chrome, and this is web browser recording type, and this is the URL. We have set the port as 1081. Generally it works on 1080, no issues. You do not need to think much about that. Just you have to give the URL address and click on recording. This is the URL address. I will click on start recording. It will start the recording of the application. Now there is Google instance working. We will be closing that Google instance. Now tool will itself be generating that instance. So tool has started generating. You can see it here. Recording event tab is there. It has started recording, and all the transaction going between client and server will be recorded here. So it takes time to record. So this localhost web tour application has opened. Now I will enter username and password. Username will be Jojo and password will be Bean. Recording is in progress, and I am entering value in username and password field, and I will click on submit or login button, and all the transaction going between client and server will be recorded, is getting recorded. You can see here recording is in progress, and now home page is opening after login, and I will click on all the links. First of all, I will be clicking on flight button. We have clicked on flight button, and flight page has opened. Now I will click on I will be clicking on second link. I have clicked on it. And you see here connecting, showing connecting. It is going to another page. Now it will go to home page after clicking on this, and finally I will click on sign up button. This is my whole scenario, and now I will be clicking on stop recording to generate the script. So this is the button, and now my script will be generated in Loadrunner virtual user generator. You can see it here. It's generating virtual user script, and now this script has been generated, and this is the script. We have to remove some unnecessary things, unrelated things from the script. Many a times it happens that some of unwanted things goes in the request to the server. So you can see, only just by seeing the script you will get to know that these are of no use in the script. So it's saying grammarly.com and all that. Since I am using it, I know that these are the things that is not related to the Mercury Web 2 web application, so I am removing all these things. I will be removing all the things. Now localhost 1081, you can see it here. So it is relevant to me. I have clicked on save button. I will be replaying the script again. And this is the process. We have to replay the script to see whether its correlation is required there or not, or whether the script is able to be replayed without doing correlation. So since we are dealing with previous tutorial topic, that is automatic correlation, just to have quick review of that, we are doing this thing. For making replay more clear for the user, I do this setting, so runtime viewer during replay, it helps to easily identify. Now I am again replaying the script, and you can see it in runtime viewer. You can see no, user is not able to log in, and you can see in the result as well. Now I will go to, there is some correlation issue, so I will go to Design Studio, but before that we should understand the concept of correlation. This is the script, and I will go to Design Studio just to revise the concept which we did earlier. We will go to click on. Now there are many correlation definition in which we generally use boundary type value, and you can see here in record snapshot the value that is highlighted in yellow changes with each script. Since I have replayed the script, and tool is able to get the dynamic value that this value is changing, so we have to apply left boundary value and right boundary value by seeing the script. You can see here in the script as well. Name is equal to user session value is equal to this. This is left boundary, and right boundary is slash and table border. You can see it here. Now since I am doing automatic correlation, we do not need to worry about what is left boundary, right boundary. We are just instructing the tool to correlate the dynamic value so that I can replace the script, and our script is reusable, and we do not need to do automatic correlation. We do not need to do manual correlation, and we can easily do correlation using automatic correlation. So you can see this was dynamic value we have replaced with a variable user session, and that variable user session has been defined here. This tool has generated the script itself. Left boundary and right boundary value is given. We do not need to understand it right now. Just for now, you can see that the tool has generated a function, and now we will see, since the tool has generated the function to correlate the values and replace the script. So we will see, yes, user is able to log in, so that we can see in runtime viewer all the actions that has been recorded in the script has been replayed, and our script has passed successfully. So this is all about automatic correlation. We will do the same thing in manual correlation also. In manual correlation we will be creating two scripts. Now since we are in manual correlation part, we should understand it carefully. I have created one script, learning 4, and I am clicking on start recording. Now one Google Chrome instance is there, we have to close it so as to record the script. Now we are recording the script, and it is taking some time, but it is recording all the request and response that is coming and going from the server in the form of request and response. We are entering username and password, and clicking on login button and doing all the stuff, clicking on all the links, and our script will be generated. I have to click on all the links. You can see I will click on all the links. I am clicking on all the links and recording the session as we saw just now, where I am clicking on all the links, and finally we will click on sign up button and generate script. This is the same scenario which we did earlier. So this is generating script. So I will do some changes in the script as we did last time. I will remove all the unnecessary things. We are removing unnecessary things. Now this is localhost 1081. This is our website. You can see this is dynamic value that is getting generated, but how will we know that this value is dynamic only? For that we will go to tools and compare with the script. So I have two scripts, learning 4 and learning 5. So I am creating one more script. So as to find out which value is dynamic, I will repeat the same thing once again. I'm closing the instance of the browser and I am clicking on start recording. All the things which we did in earlier script will be done here. Page is opening. All the activity is getting recorded. Now I will be clicking on all the links one by one as we did last time. Clicking on first link, flight. You can see here all the event is getting recorded. Now I will be clicking on second link. Now I will be clicking on home link, third link, and now I will be clicking on sign up button. I will click on stop recording to generate the script. And this script is generated. We will do some changes, modification in it. We'll remove unnecessary scripts. Now I will click on save button, and now I need to compare two files. So which file? This is recording 5. Now I will be opening one more script we have just recorded, just to show you. This is learning 4 script. This is learning 5 script, and we will compare with learning 4 script. I am just opening it. Here, if you have to select the file to compare, if you will open it, I am again opening learning 5, but you need to compare, select file to compare. Now if you will open the file, it will, this is learning 5, and now I am opening script learning 4. Now I will be able to compare the script. This is learning 5. I am opening learning 4 script, and now I am able to compare to this learning 4 script with learning 5. This is Win Merge tool, a small utility tool which has been designed to find out dynamic value that has been found between two scripts. You can see here this value is changing dynamically. Each time you will log in into the application, you will find this value to be different. So we have identified that this value is changing all the time. In the two script we saw that this value has changed. So we will require to correlate this value. because we have a single value in the script, and we saw that that value was, we were unable to replay the script using that constant value. That is why we did automatic correlation. But since now we have to do it manually, we have to correlate this value manually. Now for doing this, what we will be doing, this is the dynamic value. You can see here, name is equal to user session, value is equal to, just to make it easy, we will go to Design Studio, and I will click on, I will add boundary value type, and you can see it here, that value that is dynamically changing. But here you should understand what is manual correlation and what we do in doing manual correlation. So manual correlation involves writing a correlation function directly in the script. All the things that has been done in automatic correlation is done manually. First, determine the value to capture. Now which value to capture? The value that has been highlighted in yellow. We have determined the value to the value to capture. Then we will find the left and right text boundary of the value to capture. We have determined the value to the capture. Now I will be capturing left and right boundary value. That is second point. First point we have done. Now I will capture left boundary and right boundary. You can see it here. Name is equal to user session, value is equal to double quotes. This is left boundary, and you can see it here, name is equal to user session, value is equal to double, and right boundary is this one, double slash, closing bracket, and table border. You can see it here. This table border has also been included in right boundary. This value lies between left boundary and right boundary. The value that has been highlighted in yellow lies between left boundary and right boundary. So we have to just put a function, wave brace shape param function, in which we will be giving left boundary and right boundary, and server will accept all the things between left boundary and right boundary each time request is made to the server. So we have captured left boundary and right boundary. So we have already seen what is left boundary and right boundary. So we are almost done with the main thing in manual correlation. We just have to understand wave brace shape param function, which is most commonly used for correlation, in which I will assign parameter name, left boundary and right boundary. We will be seeing it how we are using it in the live example. Let us go to the tool itself, and now I am doing automatic correlation just to make the things easier. If you will write it, it will take some time. So for saving time, I am making it convenient. Since I will be doing automatic correlation, I am doing automatic correlation just to copy that code. Then I will apply that code manually to guide you how we will be using that code in manual correlation. So you can see, just copy the format of automatic correlation we have seen here wave raised shape param function is there. I am just copying it to capture the syntax. Now I will be again going to Design Studio, and I will be removing all these things that has been done in automatic correlation. I will click on button undo correlation. It will remove all the correlation function and make my script as it was during recording session. So now I will be, this is the value, this is the dynamic value. We have to create function wave raised shape param function. I will create one parameter name and use that parameter name user session in the place of dynamic value as a variable. You can see this is the dynamic value, so it will be replaced by parameter value. This is the name of the parameter that has been substituted here, and left boundary and right boundary we have already seen. In the HTML structure we saw it, left boundary and right boundary. All the value that lies between left boundary and right boundary will be accepted by the server using this function. Now I will be saving the script and clicking on replay to see if my manual correlation is working fine or not. So I am clicking on replay button, and let us check in runtime viewer also. I am able to log in and clicking on all the links, and what we have done during recording is all successful and our script is passed. This is all about manual correlation, and we are able to replay all the action that we did during recording. So the main thing to be learnt is parameter name, left boundary and right boundary, and we are done with the manual correlation. Thank you.